In this video, we shall study various typical mating motifs. This should enable you to exploit any such opportunities in the practical play. There are so many mating motifs one of them is mate along the open file. This is a very well known and important motif. It involves two major pieces, rook plus queen or two rooks, operating along open files or rank and forcing the opposite king to the edge of the board. Since it has no way out, the king is mated there. So let's go to the first position. So in this position, it's white to play. What should white play in this position? You can pause it and think. Okay, so white plays rook to d8 check. He is forced to bring to king to g7. We bring another rook check. King to f6. Rook to f8 check. He is forced to bring to king to e5. Then we give a check from rook to e8. Let's say if we play king to f6, we simply give a rook check and it's a checkmate. So let's go back. So he's forced to play king to f4, but again we give a check from rook d4, king to g3, and we play another fantastic move, rook to e3, and it's a checkmate. Let's go to the next position. This theme is still here in the modern chess also, the mate along the open files. So in this position, it's white to play and give a checkmate. You can pause the video and think for some time. Okay, so white plays rook to e5, threatening to give a checkmate from rook to g5, and there is no way he can defend. So if rook d7, we simply play rook check, king to s7, we give a check from g6, forced to bring king to h8, rook to h5 check, and he brings rook to s7, we simply rook takes s7, and it's a checkmate. I hope you understood this. Let's go to the next position. This is a very well known Anastasia mate. Okay, it's a spectacular combination in which the attacking side uses the combined power of queen, rook, and the knight. It's black to play and give me a checkmate in 3 moves. Pause the video and try to solve it. Okay, so black played knight to e2 check. He is forced to bring king to h1, black takes queen to h2, a very good sacrifice. He is forced to take with the king, and we give a rook h4 checkmate. Isn't this a beautiful checkmate? Let's move to the next position. It's black to play and again win in this position. Same somehow as the Anastasia theme. You can pause the video, take your time and try to solve it. Okay, so black plays in this position knight to e2 check. Of course, he can't take queen to e2 because it's simply a queen down. So he is forced to bring king to h1, and we give a very good sacrifice. Rook queen takes g4. He is forced to take with the pawn, and here comes another sacrifice. Rook to h5 check. He is forced to take with the pawn, and we give rook h4 checkmate. This is again the same beautiful checkmate with the theme of Anastasia mating trade, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. It's black to play and give a checkmate. This theme is an Arabian checkmate. How can you give a checkmate in this position? You can pause the video, take your time and try to solve it. Black plays rook to f3. He's forced to take. If he doesn't take, it's simply a piece down. So takes knight f3 check. Let's say if we go king to h1, we simply take knight takes f3, giving a threat of h2 checkmate, right? So if you play rook to g2, rook d1 check. If he goes again back to g1, we simply give a checkmate. Very easy Arabian checkmate with the help of knight, with the support of knight and rook. Let's go to the next position. I mean, this is already solved, right? Again, he has to play this move, and same thing. Let's go and just takes as checkmate. Let's go to the next position. Wow, this is a very beautiful sacrifice. Again, we work with the Arabian mating pattern. I hope you remember the Arabian mating pattern with the help of rook and the knight. So in this position, it's black to play. What should black play in this position? Pause the video, take your time and try to solve it. Black plays queen to h4, giving a threat of queen to h2 checkmate. So he has to bring rook h2. Let's say if we take simply, we can simply give a rook to g1 checkmate, right? So if we play rook to g2, we again take queen takes h2 check. He is forced to take with the rook, and here comes the last checkmate, rook to g1. The Arabian mate. Remember the pattern. With the help of rook and the knight, the Arabian checkmate is done. Let's go to the next one. Since we have solved almost most of the pattern, here comes the another pattern, that is the queen bishop battery. So it's black to play. How should black proceed? It's very easy. Pause the video, take your time and try to solve it. Black plays e4, just giving a threat of queen to h2 checkmate. So if we move knight here, we simply give a checkmate, right? And if we don't play any rather than knight, we simply take this next move and we simply win the game. So this is a queen bishop battery, checkmate. Let's go to the next one. This one is interesting one. It's black to play and try to find out what should black play in this position. Pause the video, take your time and try to solve it. Black plays knight takes d4. If you take with the knight, it's simply queen takes h2 checkmate, right? So let's go back. He can't take, so he has two options. Either you take with the pawn or he take with the bishop, right? Doesn't matter anything. If you take with the pawn, we simply give knight to d2, right? But here is bishop takes, but we don't do this, but we simply take knight takes, and next move we take this and it's easy win. But if you take with the bishop, thinking that the knight, after taking this, knight is taking and he's losing the piece, he take with the bishop, then we have a very interesting and good move, a beautiful move, knight to d2. If you take with the knight, again we take with the queen takes and it's a checkmate. And if we don't take, place anywhere, doesn't matter, we simply take knight takes, he's forced to take with the pawn and we give a checkmate. Again the queen bishop battery. Let's go to the next position. In this position it's very easy white to play, and how should white play? Pause the video and try to solve it. I believe till now everyone knows how to give a checkmate from here. We simply play queen to h2 and we just give a checkmate to h7 or h8. The problem is with the help of the bishop, the rook can't be moved and it's a simple checkmate in the next move. I hope you got this. Let's go to the next one. Again the same theme, the queen rook battery. What should white play in this position? Pause the video, try to solve it. White plays bishop takes g7, rook to g7. We play again rook takes, forced to take with the king. We bring and the rook to g1 to give a check, forced to bring king h8, and the final move queen to g4, giving a threat to give a check from queen to g7. There is no way he can prevent, only like knight comes to here, we just take this, and again there's the checkmate from queen to g7. There is no way he can protect. Even if you play rook to f7, we can simply give queen to g8 checkmate. And here this is how white wins the game. Just going back again, simple. You just sacrifice the bishop. When you take with the rook, you just take this and it's easy win. Takes, rook check and queen g4. I hope you understood this. Let's go to the next one. Now this is a very good one. It's black to play. The theme of this checkmate is Boden's mate. So in Boden's mate, we give a checkmate with the help of two bishops. Okay, so the bishop these two. So can you find out what should black play in this position? Pause the video and try to solve it. Okay, so black plays d5. Idea is very simple. If you take with the bishop, we simply take queen takes c6, as queen takes c3, pawn takes, and bishop to a3 checkmate. He can't move anywhere the king because of this diagonal and this diagonal. It's very simple, the Boden's checkmate. Let's go to the next one. So in this position, what should white play again? Pause the video, take your time and try to solve it. White plays queen to a6. A very beautiful move, a brilliant move. If you take with the pawn, we simply take bishop takes and it's a checkmate. There is no way king can move because of the diagonal from the bishop to f4 and itself giving a check. So he can't take. So he will try to bring queen to c5. Then we bring another pieces to attack, that is knight to a4. If there is no move he can do again because anywhere he is going it's just a loss, right? And next is again oh, I'm so sorry. So queen to a6, queen c5, knight to a4. If queen to e3 check, we simply take, no point. And also there is no move because next move again we are taking queen to c6. If pawn takes, then again bishop check. So let's say you play this move, I'll take with the bishop, so he will take this, right? So again bishop to a6 check, king to b8, knight to e5. Idea is again we are attacking the rook. So king to c7, knight takes, bishop takes f7, bishop to f4 check, knight to e5, only move. Then again we take bishop takes e5, bishop to d6, and then we take rook takes d6. Again he will take with the rook takes and we play rook d1 and simply we win this and we win the game. Got it? So it's all about Boden's mate. So I hope you are clear about all this idea of mating motif, mate along the open files, Anastasia mate, the Arabian mate, queen bishop battery, the queen rook battery, and Boden's mate. Now let's try to solve the more puzzles regarding this all the theme.